Hello everyone, I welcome you all in Boost Up Startup Finance. I am Muskan Bansal representing Make My Financials, and today we'll be talking about employee stock option plan, or what we also call it as employee stock ownership plan. So today we'll be discussing what are ESOPs and how does they work. So an ESOP is a type of employee benefit plan that involves granting the company stock options at low or no cost to the employees. So I'm repeating it again, ESOPs are the stock options, not the stocks. So let's look at the ESOP agreement. In order to comprehend the agreement, it's very crucial for us to have a precise understanding of the terms being utilized here. So the first term is grant date. A very easy explanation to this is the date of allocation of ESOPs to the employee is what we call grant date. Next comes vesting period. The company has a practice of creating a provision, what we call it as unallocated ESOP pool. This pool is intentionally not allocated to the employees in one go. Why? So as to aim to retain them for a longer duration, to keep them motivated for a longer period of time. So consequently, the ESOPs become eligible for possession after a certain time frame, what we call vesting period. So here I am going to read the period from the date of issue of ESOPs, after which employees with ESOPs gain access to exercise the rights offered by stock options. In this, the unallocated ESOP shares becomes the allocated ESOP shares. They have got the employees have got the right to exercise whether they want to buy the share or not. Next comes cliff. There is a concern. What if there is monthly vesting schedule for ESOPs in say any particular company? Then there is a potential risk that an employee might work for a brief period of time, acquire ESOPs, and leave in order to secure the benefits. So to address this concern and align with the company's policies, cliff period is introduced. A period of time that must pass before any options can start to vest. Typically, cliff period spans 1 year. After the cliff period, vesting may occur on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis or as per customized agreement basis. So I hope now you will be clear with 1 year cliff allocates 20% and then quarterly vesting for 2 years. Say number of shares in the unallocated pool under some particular employee's name comes 100 shares. So after 1 year, after the cliff period, 20% of shares gets vested. Therefore, 20% of 100, 20 shares vested, and on quarterly basis, 10 shares being vested for 2 years. Now comes the exercise period. The period of time during which an employee can exercise their ESOP options and purchase shares of the company. This exercise period typically begins after the vesting period has ended. Once the shares being vested, now this gives the employee the right to exercise the shares, which we have, as we have discussed earlier in our video. That right for a particular period of time is what we call the exercise period. And the employee who has been allotted ESOPs are not allocated on the basis of current market share. They are being allocated at some discounted price per share or at some minimal cost. So we will be calculating the exercise price, total exercise price, as the exercise price per share, that is the discounted price or the minimal cost per share multiplied by the total number of shares being allotted to the employees. This is also known as strike price or grant price. Next comes termination period. The period of time after an employee's employment with the company has ended, during which they can still exercise their ESOP options. During the exercise period, there might be some circumstances where the employee might have to leave the company. So he or she will definitely have the right to exercise those ESOP options, constrained to certain conditions, definitely. But now, how do ESOPs benefit employees? First, ownership of company stock. ESOPs give employees the right to own a part of company's share. This gives them a sense of ownership or belongingness and can motivate them to work harder and contribute more to the company's success. Earning income through dividends. Employees who own shares in the company can also earn dividend income from the company's profits. This can be a valuable source of additional income, especially for the employees who are planning their retirements. Third, ability to purchase shares at reduced prices. At the time of exercising their ESOP, as we have discussed earlier, employees usually pay a nominal amount to buy the shares. So this allows them to invest in the company at a very preferential rate, which would definitely give them a financial gain in a longer period of time. So as the part of Make My Financials, we would like to present you something of your concern. So introducing ESOP calculator for you or for your employees. And you will have to put in the required inputs, the required parameters only, say the number of ESOPs, the last valuation, and the total number of shares. And you will be good to go with the well-versed, comprehensive, structured, and easy to interpret calculator. Within the time frame, as the valuation proceeds, as the valuation increases, your ESOP value or the ESOP value of your employees might increase as well. So whether to go about getting recruited in the company or whether to exercise the particular ESOP option or not, at what period of time, this calculator is must to go. And furthermore, we'll be talking about how do ESOPs benefit employers. Enhancing employee retention. ESOPs can help to retain employees by giving them financial stake in the company's success. Second, productivity increases. This is because employees who own share in the company are more likely to be motivated to work hard and contribute to the company's success. Third, a tool for attracting talent. ESOPs can be a valuable tool for attracting and retaining talented employees. This is especially true for the startups who might not pay for high salaries to attract the top talent. So overall, ESOPs can be a valuable asset for both employees as well as employers. And if you have any sort of questions, do leave them in the comment section. Thank you and stay tuned for the valuable content. Thank you.